Yay! Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's Mandala Vinyasa. This is my favorite kind of flow because it's so creative and it involves a lot of movement, utilizing all four corners of the mat, because sometimes I find yoga practice can feel a little bit one-dimensional. You're just moving through the same forwards and backwards plane, whereas when we move through our mandala, we'll be moving in every single direction. So with that being said, it's good just to make sure that you have a decent amount of space around your mat so that you can move into. And also today we'll be focusing a little bit on some handstands during the end of the class to incorporate some of the drills from the handstand program, because that's so good for building strength, especially after a powerful class like this one. And then when you're ready, come and find child's pose, and we'll begin here today. And you can keep the knees together or the knees a little wider. And then walk your arms forwards, settle yourself in, relax into the ground, and start to deepen your breath. And if, like me, you've had a day that feels, like a day, it was a long day, take these next few breaths just to let go of any of that stress or that tension you've been carrying. Put that all to one side so that you can focus on your practice. With each exhale, invite your body to soften into the ground a little further. Almost as if you could feel the layers of tension melting away, so your body can soften, become more relaxed. Then with your forehead resting on the mat, just nod your head from side to side. So you're just rolling onto the left and then the right side of the forehead. And then resting your head in center, take a deep breath in through the nose. And a long exhale through the mouth with sound. One more like this. Inhale deeply. Exhale to let it go. Come up into tabletop. Set your hands and your knees, create a stable base to begin. And then round your back and roll to the right. And then drop your belly and move to the left. Keep it going, rounding the back as you move right. Drop the belly, arch the spine, move left. Keep the head and neck nice and relaxed. Let the movement come from the spine. Even out your breath. And spread the fingers wide so the hands are really active here, pressing into the ground. Now switching directions, as you round the back, move left, drop the belly, move right. And as you get more familiar with this movement, it can be quite nice just to close the eyes here, go into your own little world. Get lost in the movement for a few breaths. Good. One more rolling left and moving right. And then find your neutral spine. Extend your right leg back, keep the toes on the mats. And start to rock forwards. Find a stretch for the wrists. And as you rock back, lift your left knee into your chest. Drop the knee, rock forwards, inhale. Exhale, shift back, lift the knee. Draw your navel into your spine. Keep it going, inhale forwards. Exhale back, lift the knee. 2 more, inhale forwards. Exhale back, push the floor away as you lift. Last one, inhale forwards. Exhale, shift back, lift the knee. And then extend the leg all the way up into 3-legged downward dog. Take a few steady breaths here, pressing through your hands and your right foot. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Good. Lower the left foot down. Come back into your tabletop to reset. And straighten your left leg back. Keep the toes on the mat. Inhale, rock forwards. Find a stretch for the wrists. Exhale, shift back. Lift the right knee into your chest. Keep it flowing. Keep pushing the floor away as you lift the knee. 2 more. Last one, inhale, come forwards. Exhale, shift back, lift the knee, and then extend the leg all the way up. 3-legged downward dog. Steady your breath here, keep pushing the floor away. Good, then lower the right foot down. Start to pedal out your legs in downward dog. And then settle in, find stillness. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Keep the hips square. As you exhale, step the foot in between your hands. Reach the arms up, high lunge. Take a moment to get steady here. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bring hands to prayer, and then step forwards. Lift your back knee into your chest. Find a balance. Bring the left hand to the outside right knee. Reach your right arm back. Start to turn the chest to the right. And once you get steady, then turn the head to look right. Ground down from your left foot. Lift up from the crown of your head. Hold it steady. Good. Slowly untwist. Bring hands back to prayer. Send your torso forwards and extend your right leg back through Warrior 3. Gaze down for balance. Slowly lower the back foot and open it out. Find Warrior 2. Reach the arms away. Relax your shoulders. Sink your hips. Good. Steady the breath here. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend your back knee. Come down into Skandasana. Bring the hands into prayer. You don't have to go too low just yet. We're just warming up, so just go wherever feels comfortable. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Turn to face your right foot. Frame the foot with the hands. And then extend your right leg all the way back into 3-legged downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Reach your arms up, high lunge. Get steady, get stable to begin. Nice deep breaths. Now you know where we're going. You can prepare yourself. Start with an inhale. Exhale, bring hands to press, step forwards, lift the back knee into the chest. Get steady to begin. Bring the right hand to the outside of your left knee, reach your left arm back. Turn to the left. Taking the gaze when you feel steady. Focus on standing really tall here. Keep your gaze fixed on one spot. And untwisting, bring hands into prayer. Send your torso forwards, extend the left leg back, finding warrior 3. Gaze down for balance. Slowly lower the back foot and open out into warrior 2. Reach your arms away. Relax your shoulders, let your hips sink down so the legs are doing the work here. Good, steady the breath. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend the left, Skandasana to the left side. Maybe this time you go a little lower. Bring the hands into prayer, or you could use the hands to stabilize you, whichever way you prefer. Deep breath in. Exhale, turn to the left foot. Frame the foot with the hands. Extend the left leg all the way up into three-legged down dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Then cross your left leg in front of your right for a cross-legged downward dog. Squeezing the legs together, hold it here. Good. And opening out to side plank on the left. So spin your back foot so the heel points to the left, toes point to the right. Reach your right arm up. Focus on squeezing the legs together while you get steady. Good. And then release your left knee down to the mat. Reach your right arm overhead, side body stretch. Lift the right side of the rib cage up. Let your head tilt down. Super easy for head and neck. Good. Now pressing off your left hand, windmill the arms, come up to a balance. Bring your right hand to the leg, reach your left arm up and over, bending to the right side. Tilt your head to the right shoulder. Settle into a deep breath. Good. And turn to face your right leg. Plant the hands, spin your left leg. So you're turning your body to face the short end of your mat. Inhale, lift your chest, half splits. Exhale, fold it forwards. Moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold and settle in here. Relax your head and neck. Lift the chest, rebend the front leg. Plant the hands, and then extend your right leg all the way up into three-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, cross your right leg over the top of the left for your cross-legged down dog. Squeezing the legs together, hold it here. Keep pressing through the hands, create stability in the upper body. Good, then opening out to side plank on your right. So the left heel spins to the right side, toes turn to the left. Reach your left arm up. Keep pressing the legs together. Hold it steady. Then release the right knee down to the mat. Reach your left arm overhead. Lift the left side of the rib cage up. Tilt your head down. Then pressing off your right hand, windmill the arms, come up to find a balance. Bring your left hand to rest on the leg, reach right arm overhead. Bend to the left. Let your head relax. Good, then turning to face your left leg, plant the hands and spin to face the short end. Keep the front leg straight, lift the chest, inhale, heart splits. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, wave your spine. Exhale, fold and lower. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, settle in, relax your head and neck. Lift the chest, rebend the front knee, plant the hands, and sweep the left leg all the way back up into three-legged down dog. Inhale here. Exhale, cross the left leg in front of the right. And open out to side plank on the left, straight away. Hopefully this time you're a little bit more familiar with this shape. And bringing your right hand to your heart, bend your right leg, start to sink down to your right foot. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arm up. One more exhale, hand to heart, bend the knee, sink down. Inhale, reach the arm up as you straighten the leg. And extend your left leg in front of you. Lower the foot to the mat. Fallen star. Turn your chest to face the sky. Lift your hips and your heart. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. Bring hand to heart. Slowly sink down to the right heel and lower the hips to the mat. Good. And reaching both arms up, keep your left foot flexed. Exhale, start to bend to the left. You can lower the left arm to the inside of the leg. Reach your right arm overhead. Keep your chest open here. Let your head and neck relax. If you're craning your neck, you don't need to be. And coming up the way we came in, reach your arms up, lift your chest. Turn to face the left short end, plant the hands. Then push off your right foot, straighten the leg. Turn the right toes to face forwards. Then start to rock forwards and backwards. Gaze down to help with the balance. Then sweeping your left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower your back knee down, settle into lizard. Stay up on your fingertips here so the chest has plenty of space. If you need a little bit more you time, soften your eyes closed. Good, and plant the hands, tuck your back toes, lift the knee, and open out the back foot. Sink your hips to the left heel for Skandasana. Again, you can use the hands for support or you can bring hands into breath, whichever works for you. Take a few steady breaths here, keep the chest up and open. And using your hands if you need a little bit of support. Start to straighten your left leg as you bend your right, shift to the right side. Skandasana. Steady the breath here. And keep pressing the feet into the ground. Use your legs for support. Nice. Then turning to the right side, frame your right foot with your hands. Extend the leg all the way back up into three-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, cross right leg in front of left. Squeeze the legs together. And then open out to side plank on your right side. Reach your left arm up. Take a moment to get steady here. Keep squeezing the legs together. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand to your heart, bend your left leg. Sink the hips to the left heel. Inhale, reach with the arm straight in the left. One more. Exhale, bend the knee, bring hand to heart. Inhale, extend the leg, reach the arm up. This time extend your right leg in front of you and lower the foot. Open your chest to the sky, fold and stop. Hold it steady, stay strong. Good, then bend your left knee. Start to sink the hips towards the left heel. Lower the hips all the way down. Reach arms up, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend to the right. Release the right arm to the inside of the right leg. Keep reaching your left arm over. Chest stays open. Head and neck relaxes. Good, coming out the way we came in, reach your arms up, lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale, turn to the right, plant the hands, straighten your left leg and turn the toes to face forwards. From here, rocking forwards and backwards. Gaze down, relax your head and neck. And then sweep your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower your back knee, settle into lizard. And again, you can soften the eyes closed here. Sometimes it's nice just to detach from the outside world, concentrate on your internal landscape. Okay, plant the hands, tuck your back toes, lift your knee, open out the back foot as you sink the hips to the right heel for Skandasana. Take the hands away if you feel steady, slow down your breath. And then transitioning to the left side, bend your left leg, straighten your right. Find Skandasana, a few breaths. Keep pushing the feet into the floor. Then turn to your left, plant the hands, lift the left leg back up into three-legged downward dog. Inhale. And exhale, lower the left foot down. Start to pedal out your legs in downward facing. And then settle in, find stillness. Inhale, round your spine, ripple your body forwards, come into your high plank. Push the floor away, hold it here. Keep the gaze in between your thumbs. If the hips are piking up like so, tilt your pelvis. Think of tucking your tail in between your legs. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, shift forwards, bend the arms, chaturanga, lower down to your belly. Then untuck your toes, bring the hands out wide on tentative fingers. And then roll your right shoulder in. Gaze over your left shoulder. And roll your right shoulder back as you roll your left shoulder in, gazing over right shoulder. Keep it going, rolling right in, gazing left. Rolling left in, gazing right. Let's see if we can build onto it. Roll your right shoulder in. Turn your body to the left. Roll your left shoulder in. Turn your body to the right. And see if you can make it as fluid as possible. So rolling the right shoulder in and left, picking up the pace a little bit. Like you're almost working through a figure of 8 with the shoulders. Good. And settling in to find stillness, bring the forearms to the mat for Sphinx pose. Take a few steady breaths here. The shoulders are probably feeling a little bit warmer now. That's what we want. And after a few breaths here, come up onto your hands. Find a low cobra, so you don't have to push really high. You can keep quite a bend in the arms here. And adding in some twists, bend your left leg. Turn onto your right side. See if you can place the left foot behind you. And then rolling back onto your belly, straighten the left leg. Bend your right knee, turn to the left. Place the foot behind you. And we'll keep it going, rolling back onto the belly. Over to the right, place the left foot behind you. Over to the left, right foot places behind you. Let's add on a little bit this time. So you're moving to the right. Place the left foot behind you. See if you can push off the hands and turn to face the other side. If it's the first time you've done it, I know it's a lot of movement, so stay with me. Let's turn around, line the hands, roll back onto your belly. Place the right foot behind you, press off the hands and turn. Building on a little bit more, so plant the hands, roll over to your right side. Push yourself away, come and sit up. And keeping the left foot close to the back of your left glutes. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold forwards. Doesn't have to be a crazy deep fold. Let your head and neck relax. Just come to wherever you are. And then you can relax the hands down to the mat here. If you'd like to go further in the pose, wrap your left arm around the leg. And see if you can wrap your right arm around the back, bringing hands together. Steady your breath in whichever pose you're in. And release the hands if you're in a bind. Reach your arms up, lift the chest. Turn to face behind you, plant the hands, roll back onto your belly. Then rolling to the left, place the right foot behind you. Push away from the mat as you turn. Keep your right heel as close to your hips as you can. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let your hands relax down to the mat, head and neck relax. Take a few steady breaths here as you begin. Then you can decide if you'd like to go deeper, wrapping the right arm around the leg, maybe the left arm around the back, seeing if the hands can clasp together. You don't have to give 100% every practice, so if you're forcing yourself to be somewhere that your body doesn't want to be today, then you don't need to. You can just give 60% today. Release the hands if you're in a bind. Inhale, reach the arms up, lift your chest. Exhale, turn behind you, plant the hands, roll back onto your belly. This time you stay in Cobra. You can spread the legs wider if the low back is sensitive. Focus on broadening your chest. So you may even want to open the hands a little wider to do that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften the chest down. Press back up into your downward dog. Step the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg high, open out the hip. Bend the knee. Gaze under your right shoulder. See if you can find your toes. Lift the left knee a little higher. Think of stacking left hip on top of right. Deep breath in. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. And straighten both legs. Back heel can be raised here. And fold over your front leg. Let the head and neck relax. Sometimes we have a tendency in this pose to gaze forwards. Instead, gaze down, or maybe even at your belly. Let go of all of that tension you've been collecting in the muscles supporting the neck. Good. Then lift your chest, rebend your front knee. Bring the left arm around the back of the leg, holding onto the back of your heel here. And shift your weight forwards, lift the back leg up into standing splits. Keep your gaze down for balance. Lift the right leg as high as you can, really using the strength in your leg to lift. Very slowly lower the back leg. Rebend your front. And open out into Warrior Two. Windmill the arms on the way up. And if you need to reset your feet, you can. My mat is super squeaky today. It's a new one and it's kind of taking its time to wear in. Interlace the fingers behind you. Draw the hands down past the back. And feel your chest puff out like you're really proud. Inhale here. Exhale, fold in between the legs. Bow your head down as you let your hands lift up. Deep stretch for the front of the chest. Continue to press through your feet. Use your legs for stability here. Good. Very slowly lift your chest back up. Release the hands, straighten the left leg. It's probably really feeling it now. Bend your right knee, Skandasana to the right side. And straight away turn to the right, plant the hands. Extend your right leg up into three-legged down dog. Open out the hip. And bend your knee, gaze under your left shoulder. See if you can find your toes. Lift the knee even higher. Deep breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Straighten both legs. Back heel can be lifted. And then folding over the front leg. Try to resist the edge to fidget here. I know it's challenging. Good. Then bend your front knee. Wrap the right arm around the back of the leg. Hold on to the bottom of your heel. Then shift your weight forwards, lift the back leg up, standing splits. Use your left hand to stabilize the body. Keep lifting that left leg high. Use your strength here. Keep the breath steady. Good. Slowly lower the back foot down as you rebend your front knee. Then open out the back foot. Come up into warrior two. You can always reset yourself when you get here. Then interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the hands down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, puff out your chest, inhale. And exhale, fold in between the legs, bow your head as you lift your arms up. Use your legs for stability, press down through all four corners of your feet. Good, slowly lift yourself up, inhale. Bring hands into press, straighten the right leg. And then turn your right toes to the side of the mat. Find a straddle stance. Bring the hands to the hip creases. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Dive forwards as you fold. And you can keep the hands on the hips. Let the arms dangle towards the ground. Or maybe you can reach for the backs of your heels. Find whatever works for you. Know that it isn't a competition between you and you. Go to whichever pose feels the most beneficial. Lift your chest halfway and bring your fingertips to the mat. So you may need to bend the knees just to bring the floor within reach. Then from here, walk your hands towards your right foot, fold over the right leg. Draw your chin into your chest. And walking the hands over to the left leg now, folding over left side. And walk the hands back through center. Bring the hands to the hips, lift your chest. And if you took your straddle really wide, just edge the feet in a little bit. Keep the heels where they are, but open your feet out so they point to the corners of your mat. Bend your knees, start to sink the hips down into goddess. You can rest the hands on the thighs here, just start to rock side to side. We'll be really relying on your legs in just a second, so I want them to be really strong. So whilst you're here, you can let the rest of the body relax. It doesn't need to do so much work. Just let the legs create the stability that you need. Good, and then settle in, find stillness. Let your hips sink down. If the knees are collapsing in, open them out. Use your abductor muscles, the muscles that help you move the legs away from the midline. Whew. Incredible work. Straighten the legs, and edge your feet together. Paddle out the legs a few times if they've gone to sleep. It's okay. Then turn to face your wall. If you don't have one, here's a good time to go and find a wall. And then bring the short end of your mat right up against the wall. And for now, we won't be using the wall. Just come down into a kneeling position Let's do a little prep for the wrists and the shoulders. So bringing the backs of your hands together like so, hopefully you can see. And then spin the fingers to face you. Lift the fingers up, start to close the palms together. And then roll them back out. So you're opening the hands wide, like so. Bring backs of hands together and continue rolling. It's a little bit more confusing to explain than it is to do. It's much more simple when you do it. Keep this going a few times. Just a really delicious movement to release any tension in the wrists. And then switch directions. And finally, shake the hands out all together. Come into a tabletop position. Whilst you're here, I want you to keep your gaze in between your thumbs. Your head and neck is relaxed. Spread your fingers wide and grip the mat, almost like if someone were to come and try and push you over, they wouldn't be able to because you're gripping onto the mat so tightly. And then from here, push the mat away, almost like you're trying to round your back. But instead of rounding the back like in cat pose, I want you to try to isolate the rounding to the upper part of the shoulders, to the space between your shoulder blades. So you want to feel the shoulder blades moving apart. And if you're unsure of how to do that, then sink your chest down like you're collapsing into the ground. And then reverse that, push the floor away, feel your shoulder blades move apart, they protract. This is the movement we're looking for in our handstands. So take it one more time, let your chest sink down so that you can feel your shoulder blades retract, they draw together. Then push the floor away, feel the broadening of the upper back, the shoulders moving, shoulder blades, moving apart. Good, okay. Now walk your hands forwards, stay up on tented fingers, and let your chest sink down. Now keep pressing the fingertips into the mat so your hands are supporting you, and rest your forehead on the ground. So just a deep stretch to open the shoulders, especially if you struggle with being able to reach the arms overhead comfortably in your handstands. This is a great pose to improve your mobility. Good, okay, slowly lift your chest. And then come and sit down in a kneeling position. Swing your legs forwards. And then come and head yourself up to your wall. Legs straight. Rest the heels right up against the wall. This is how you can measure the right distance for your body because we're all so unique. So from here, place the hands next to your hips. And then keep one hand there whilst you turn around. Place the other hand where your grounded hand is. Then about shoulders distance apart, the other hand is in line. Now from here, before we go anywhere, I want you to find that action we just practiced of pushing the floor away, protracting your shoulder blades. And as you do so, drop your head, gaze in between your thumbs, and keep it there. And to begin, rest your feet on the backs of the wall, lift the hips. You're coming up into a short downward dog against the wall. And if the fear element is something that you're working with, maybe you stay here. If you were to stay here, then gaze at your toes, let the head and neck relax even. If you're joining me to come up to the wall and slowly, 1 foot at a time, keep pushing the floor away as you walk the feet up the wall. There is a tendency to want to walk the feet really high, so just take them a little lower than you actually think you need to come into an L shape. And whilst you get here, push the legs against the wall so the feet are firmly planted. Keep pressing the hands into your mat. Bring chin to chest, look at the wall. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet down the wall. Find a kneeling position. Take the hands completely off the mat. So you take the weight off the wrists. Interlace your fingers, clasp your hands together, and we'll just roll out the wrists. So a nice chance to reset in between rounds. Now, because I know everybody is at so many different stages on their handstand journey, so you have the option to either revisit your down dog against the wall if you're still, working to overcome your fear, or you could come into L-stand that we just practiced, or if you're feeling a little bolder today, you could practice extending one leg up to the ceiling. The choice is yours. So when your hands are feeling a little bit more rested, shake them out. Plant the hands. If you need to measure up, by all means, please measure up again. And then start by finding that protraction of the shoulders. Push the floor away. That is key here, so you create stability. Then lift the hips. Find downward dog against the wall to begin. If you're staying here, stay here. You're coming into L stand. Slowly walk the feet up the wall. Remember not to walk them up as high as you think you need to. Gaze at the wall, and if you're feeling a little bolder here, lift your right leg up. Take 2 breaths here. Push away from the floor, push away from the wall. Then bring your right foot back to the wall, lift your left leg up. Continue to press away from the wall and the floor. Lower the left foot back to the wall. Slowly walk your feet back down. Shoulders are probably really feeling it this time, so find a child's pose. And instead of reaching the arms forwards, just relax your arms by your side. So you can let your whole upper body go a little bit floppy into the ground. And use your hands to lift yourself back up. Then I want you to turn so that the wall is to your side. Then swing your legs round and scoot yourself right up against the wall. This one can be a little awkward to get into, but stay with me. Roll over onto the side. So your hips are as close to the wall as they can be. And then swing the legs up. Lie down on your back so we find a supported shoulder stand sort of position, otherwise known as Viparita Karani. And when you're here, you have the option to keep legs together, or if you'd like, you could open them wide. Rest your hands on your belly. Start to settle into the support of your mat. If you open the legs wide, slowly bring them together. And then bend your knees, hug the knees into your chest, bring your body into a ball. And roll onto one side. And then slowly make your way into a lying down position to find Savasana. As you settle down, open your legs to the edges of the mat. Let your arms soften by your side. Deepen your breath. And bring awareness back to your space. As you start to move your fingers and toes, and hug your knees into your chest. And roll onto one side, keeping the eyes closed for now. And in your own time, come back up to a comfortable seat. Rest the hands on your knees. Let the shoulders roll down the back. Let's take a final breath in together and out. blink of the eyes open when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoyed this Mandala Vinyasa. If you are joining me for the Handstand program, please let me know how it's going, whether it's on YouTube or in the Facebook group. I'd love to see how you are progressing through the program. If you have any questions about the program, please let me know. My inbox is always open, and I'm always happy to share the things that I'm most passionate about, whether it's just offering advice or whether you're looking to join the program. Whatever it is, I'm always here, so please say hi. Thank you again for joining me. Take care. I'll see you next week. Bye.